while.
Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and... Alice? Alice? Okay, I guess she's not there. The website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and today I am joined by... Anybody there?
Protoblob.
Alright. We have B.
Who is Alice?
Oh,
Sorry.
there you are. Okay. I guess everybody's still in the Christmas insanity. Anyway, today is, of course, December 25th, 2022. Merry Christmas to all. To all. And Happy Hanukkah. I know Hanukkah's still going. I know Kwanzaa's starting tomorrow. And Ramadan is later on. So, you know, whatever it is you celebrate, or you don't, have a good one today. You know. So, anyway, let's move on up into the show, shall we? Who wants to start us off?
I can start us off.
All right,
we have in 1 AD, first Christmas according to calendar maker Dionysius Exiguus. Or Exiguus.
Exiguus. Exiguus?
Yeah, Exiguus. Exiguus?
You know what? Let's utilize Discord here real quick. Let me see here. /TTS.
Aoxander said Exiguus.
Exiguus. Okay. Ooh, nice knife. Anyway, we have a 273-year jump here.
Well, no, it goes to 274 here.
Yeah, it's 273 years later.
Oh, 200. Oh, fair.
Basic
You got
arithmetic,
me.
Alice.
God, you got me. Yeah, we have 274 AD. Roman Emperor Aurelian dedicates a temple to Sol Invictus on the supposed day of the winter solstice and day of rebirth of the sun. Ironic.
4 days.
Aurelian.
You actually find this like Jesus Christ's birthday, like Christmas and all that stuff is all like there's many holidays today.
Oh yeah.
Based
Well,
off of that.
I mean, like I was in a podcast earlier this past week. Well, not this week, last week. We spoke a lot about holidays and whatnot, and there's a lot of similarities. You know, like not just between Jesus and Horus, but there's at least 4 other, you know, deities from 4 other separate religions.
Oh yeah.
And they all share, you know, the same, like, you know, either their birthday is on or is celebrated on December 25th. They were born to a virgin. You know, they were referred to as this, that, and the other. They were executed. They got resurrected. So, like, as I mentioned in that podcast, as we all know, you know, Christianity, you know, stemmed out of Judaism. And where did Judaism start? Ancient Egypt. You know?
Yes, it did.
So, you know, like, you know, this is why I'm an omnist, because, you know, all religions have some degree of truth in there. You know, because...
Yes, they do.
And, you know, as with everything else, you know, religion is a act of plagiarism, because it's just, you take from the old and you start anew. You know, that's what Christianity did with Judaism. That's what, what's the Arab one, like Muslim,
Ramadan.
Yeah, no,
Ramadan
no,
happened.
no. What's the other word for Muslim?
Islam.
Islam. Thank you. Islam takes most of their teaching, you know, out of you know the Judaism and some Christianity things in there. There's a lot of, you know, tie-ins and everything, and then there's a lot of tie-ins from Judaism to ancient Egypt. A lot of, like, the Rome god pantheon is straight up a thievery of everything from Greece, you know. So, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But here we have 2 more that coincide with that because that was 274 with the Roman Emperor, right? So 337 AD was the earliest possible date that Christmas was celebrated on, December 25th. However, then to 352, a couple decades later, the first definite date of Christmas was celebrated on December 25th. So They weren't sure. Somewhere between 337 and 352, Christmas was finally celebrated on like the 25th of December.
That's interesting. So, as far as definite dates, the world has been celebrating Christmas on December 25th for 1,670 years.
Something like that, yeah.
That's cool. And look at B over there with his big gun.
And dude, look, he's got his mask on and everything too.
Oh yeah, I know he's trying to look like a bank robber.
Hang on.
If I were to be one, I'd probably be Jimmy from Payday 2.
Huh.
Except if
if I was gonna be a bank robber, I definitely wouldn't be using a Nerf gun.
No, I don't want to rob a bank. I don't have the morality to kill people.
Dude, did you hear about that story about that one guy who robbed a bank for $1 and just waited for the police to arrest him because he was homeless, jobless, and you know, if you get thrown in jail, you have a roof over your head, 3 square meals a day. You know, like there's the constant threat of you know, rear end violation. You know, if you drop the soap, especially. But you know, like, hey, you're essentially getting a free life. You know, at somebody else's expense. You know, so
yeah, that's the problem. People don't realize that prison is secretly just an easier way to deal with homeless people.
It is, and actually, like, you know, like as the memes have been saying, the like prisons are the perfect, you know, liberal area, very diverse.
Ooh,
you know, like free cost of living. You know, like yeah, like very very inclusive. You know, gay culture. You know. So.
Hey, it's the most respected gay place of all areas. And that's the weirdest thing. That you'd think it'd be Twitter, but don't go there. Don't find a gay place.
I'm going to tell you 590. I'm sorry for interrupting, but 597 is going to be a thing of a history interest for you, Xander.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I didn't mean to like interject there, but like, you know.
Well, I'm going to continue on with the show here. 597, England adopted the Julian calendar, which, as we know, that was the calendar created by Julius Caesar. So,
can we please go back to 390?
390, Roman Emperor Theodosius admitted debt on mass murder in Thessalonica. Huh.
Yeah, that's in current Macedonia, which is, I think, now separate from Greece. It was a massacre of local civilians by Roman troops, and supposedly it started with a sexual assault, and then the retaliation was that, where is it?
Well, I'm going to interrupt real quick. B, did I just see you pump actioning a revolver?
No. If you see this is what usually is.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Since I'm pretty sure this gun is based off a single action army revolver.
Well, no, I'm saying
sure
like you had you held it and you like did this like you're pump actioning it.
No, like and to eject the shells. I mean casings.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what one people don't get about a lot of revolvers. It's not a big deal though.
I just thought that was weird. Like I was like, did you just pump action a revolver? That was strange. But anyway, I'm going to move us up to the year 800. Pope Leo III.
I wanted to say so. Roman official was murdered after that, and then Romans retaliated with a massacre.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
I forgot. Yeah, we were still talking about that. So yeah, so he admitted it. So I guess Merry Christmas. You know, he said he was in the wrong. So, or at least he admitted that he did something. So
we will put the link in the underbar later.
All right. Yep. Oh, I see. Copy link. There's already a link right there. So I shall put it in right now. Boop. There we go. And then the year 800, Pope Leo III crowned Charles the Great, or Charlemagne, Roman Emperor. Oh, on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Charlemagne. We all
check
know
out what
about
happened.
Charlemagne.
That happened 75 years later, though, after that. This is because of the name, I just gotta laugh.
Huh.
So there was this conspiracy theory then that the 300 years or something never happened, and this was the year where that begins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, didn't
But-
Y-Files cover something like that?
Yeah,
I
I think
think so.
so.
Yeah.
And also, if you test genetically the European population, many of them are descendants of Charlemagne.
Oh yeah, we spoke about that too, or I heard about that at least. Oh. But anyway, let's move on up. B, do you want to take a couple articles?
No, I don't know what happened. If I did just leave for a long time, so basically I'm just gonna start shutting up at this point because I'm taking a slight bit of a break from Discord.
Okay.
I'm just here because why not? It's Christmas. I get to cheat sometimes.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you being here, dude. Like, I don't. It's been a while since we last spoke, so I guess that is your present to me. Is your presence. Thank you. So,
Yeah, no problem.
It's a Christmas gift.
it's a Christmas miracle.
A Christmas miracle on 34th Street.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But no, 875. You gotta do it just because of the name, because it's another Roman emperor.
Now,
crown.
say
Apparently, Christmas is a popular day for Roman emperors to take charge.
Yeah, Charles the Bald in the year of 875, he was crowned Emperor of Rome. So,
Yep.
covered up that bald head with a crown, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Not balding.
let's move on up to Good Job Blob in 1066. Ooh, that's a year
Yeah.
I recognize.
by the way, Charles the Bald was king of West Francia before that.
Ah,
Damn.
In
the more
eight-
you know. Boop boop boop.
So in 1066, we have William the Conqueror being crowned as King of England at Westminster Abbey, completing the Norman conquest of England.
alright, yeah, William the Conqueror.
Yeah. That man.
Dang.
He
That's
was
cool.
Duke of Normandy from 1035 to 1087, and King of England from 1066 to 1087, and he died in 1087.
Ah,
How did he die?
So the story is that he landed on September 28, 1066, and defeated Harold's forces at the Battle of Hastings on October 14, and was crowned on Christmas Day.
Okay.
All right, and we go on in 1130. Antipope Anacletus II crowns Roger II, the Norman king of Sicily.
ah.
A lot
We have
of
a lot
Normans.
of crownings. You're right, Alice. There's a lot of crownings going on today.
That's
Who's next?
why I told you.
I
Like
created something.
yeah, 1100 is King of Jerusalem crown too, you know.
Ah,
I might have created something cursed here.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wow,
look, like
look
we
at all
got
that.
we got things. Holy buckets! My God.
wow.
Hey, you know,
Like-
it's just for the extra. When I'm going into sniper mode, I get down. Then this makes it pointless because then I'm just holding. Makes sense to hold like this cursed. I hate this. I'm taking it off my bullpup.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
love
supposed
my
to hold the grip from the bottom because when the gun recoils, it goes up. If you hold it,
Yeah.
you have a grip from underneath, you can pull it down. If you're holding it from the top, you're just going to hit yourself in the face.
hey,
Yeah,
we have another guest.
So, but anyway, what were you saying, Blob?
We have another guest behind you.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, Golden Loon. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And a Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will reveal my face on New Year's.
In
Yeah.
the spirit of Christmas, we continue with Giovanni di Pietro di Bernardore, also known as Francis of Assisi, who assembles in 1223 the first nativity scene in
Oh.
Greccio, Italy.
Oh, wow.
First nativity scene, huh?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And let's move back up to Alice, 1482.
1482. Sorry. I don't know why I just did it that
Oh,
way, but I
Alice.
just did.
It's
All right, so
fine.
in 1482, we have the English King Edward IV holds a lavish Christmas feast for 2,000 people at the Eltham Palace.
Dang.
The Eltham
Just a
Palace.
few friends.
Just a few. God, it just sounds like during the whole COVID-19 lockdown when Barack Obama had 300 people come to his house over in
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard,
Yeah.
and we all
Oh, yeah.
we weren't allowed to have mass. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Totally
Yeah.
off subject.
Rules for thee, not for me. So.
Check this shit out. Today on Christmas Day in 1492, Christopher Columbus' flagship, the Santa Maria, runs aground and sinks on the north coast of Hispaniola. The crew are left to found a colony as Columbus returns to Spain. So the
Huh.
Santa Maria sank there.
I had no idea
You're
that
telling
happened.
me they ran aground?
Yeah, the
I
Dina
never
de
knew
Quinta
that.
de
Yeah.
Santa Maria. Or yeah, the Nina de Quinta de Santa Maria. Those are the three boats he used
Yeah.
to find the Americas, but the South Americas.
Yeah, well, they actually they sent Christopher Columbus because they already knew the world was round. They didn't know about the Americas, but they knew that the world was round, and that's why he wanted to go around the other way to see if there was a faster way to India for spice trading and whatnot. But apparently, he was such a nuisance that they sent him with only 3 ships. Because when you think about an endeavor that big, they wouldn't just send 3 ships. They would send in a whole fleet.
Well, they don't want to lose a fleet either, so
Yeah.
So,
maybe there's
So,
three ships
damn.
together.
so
But no,
That-
after his
that's,
discovery, they sent back a lot
Yeah,
more ships.
yeah.
So, but this was they gave him those 3 ships, and they were rinky-dink ships and everything. They were honestly I believe they were just trying to send him out so he can hopefully die, or get lost at sea or something, because they just wanted to get rid of him.
Back to this, the Santa Maria ran aground.
So-
I did not know that.
Yeah, I had no idea about that either.
Yeah, I didn't either.
so it's
So we've got 2 other ones that are really interesting too.
It was
Somebody's
Sorry.
ringing.
That was my Billy Joel ringtone.
It-
Sorry, someone was calling me.
that-
Probably to say Merry Christmas, but I'm not answering. And I had to immediately. No, well, there's 2 good ones right here after the Christopher Columbus. I'm just torn between 1522 or 1553.
Can I
Well,
please?
1522 is 500 years ago to exact, so I would take that one
Yeah.
definitely.
Can I please say something about Santa Maria?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
sure.
so it was stranding on the shores of what now is Haiti, and it was partially dismantled to obtain timbers for Fort Navidad, which is also known as the Christmas Fort, placed in a native Taino village,
Well, that's
and that was
interesting.
the first Spanish settlement in the New World.
Yeah, crikey, what the heck happened there? I kept all of a sudden my other phone pooped out on the Discord. So
Huh.
Yeah,
but
the Taino were the native people of what now is Haiti,
All
and
right.
also some other islands.
what did you talk about?
Talk about what? Alice, you cut
Perfectly
out.
put.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfectly-
Did we talk about what?
Oh, I was just saying, 'cause my Discord decided to just pop off for no reason, and then when I tried to go back, it was like, no, I don't like you.
Huh.
How many shots were fired?
Why do you not like us?
Apparently, my phones just don't like the interwebs these days. But no, what I was gonna do, what was that? 1553, I thought was interesting. The Battle of Tucapel. The Mapuche rebels under Laturo defeats the Spanish conquistadors and executes the governor of Chile, Pedro de Valdivia.
Wow.
Sucks for him.
Wow,
Execute the governor.
L.
Dang.
L.
But in 1522, the Ottoman troops occupied the Isle of Rhodes after 6 months of sieging it.
All right.
Yeah,
About
that's
roads.
yeah.
Huh.
The island of Rhodes.
I wonder if that's how we got Rhode Island.
Maybe.
The place that America has, but doesn't declare as a country. And if they did, it would be the 51st country. That's something that you don't know.
Oh, you're talking about
People-
state, right? You're talking about Puerto Rico?
It's called
Yeah.
50,
Yeah.
not 50.
Yeah, fun fact, people don't know that there's actually 50 states and usually think of 51 and 52, but that's a Mandela effect thing, and I don't want to talk about it because it's somehow makes no logical sense, and if you try to think about it, doesn't make any sense how people think there's 52, and people assume that it's because of Hawaii and some other country that state
Technically
that
49 states because
40.
North Dakota is a state, but technically not a state because they don't swear in their people in office, supposedly, unless they've changed that recently. But
Well, that doesn't
North Dakota
dictate whether or not
technically
something's a state. They ratified the Constitution, which makes them a state.
Yeah, well, for some reason there's a stipulation with it though. Like I'll look into it, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, unless they've changed it recently. But so
Yeah.
Panda. Mr. Blob, you have a couple more here. 1582.
Yeah. Also, the island of Rhodes is in Greece, where the Colossus stood. So
Yep.
not to be confused with Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Other side of the world. So.
Rhode Island isn't even an island.
Yeah. In 1582, Sealand and Brabant adopts the Gregorian calendar. Yesterday was December the 14th in 1582.
Yeah, no. When they switch from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar, there's a whole week that was skipped. And as Blob said earlier, there's this whole conspiracy, about the 300 years of the Dark Ages being completely fictitious in order to validate the rule of Charlemagne, right? As we said, the Y-Files did a whole video about that, and actually, let me look that up, and I'll post that in the underbar here real quick.
Dude, that's interesting. We're gonna have to watch that sometime.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, the Phantom Time Hypothesis. So, copy link.
That's interesting. I've never considered that.
Yeah, it is a really wild theory, and actually, I'd like to watch that video again at some point, maybe with you.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
So, but let's move on up here. 1621.
Happy McPoppersons.
In case you ever wondered where the name New Zealand comes from, the island of Zealand is the most populous island of Denmark. So that's one of the most places that adopt the Gregorian calendar.
Yep.
In 1621,
New Zealand, my dad's out there. It's Boxing Day for them right now.
well,
Here's
it's
No,
Unboxing Day for most people.
Yeah, the December 20. It's technically December 26th out in New Zealand right now. So
Well,
yeah,
we live in the now. They live in the future.
yeah, they're in the future for us.
Yeah.
But happy belated Christmas, Dad. To my dad in New Zealand.
Here's the real
But Merry
question.
Christmas to you, Dad, over here in
There
California.
you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
love you.
real
I was-
question.
What's up, B?
Where's Old Zealand?
Blob just said that.
Old Zealand.
Yeah, no,
It's an
Blob
island.
just said that
Yeah,
Zealand.
you know,
It's the
I'm
most.
You're putting 3 doors to the right.
yeah. Also, that includes the real question. Why do you call it new if it's no longer new? Like New York. I don't even know why they call it New York.
Well, you know,
Why
New
do they call
England,
New Jersey
New
New
Orleans, New Zealand, New Brunswick. You know,
New Jersey, I'm talking about now.
there's a lot of a lot of news. Somebody I know had a dream about being in New Brunswick. They had weird
New
currency,
Brunswick?
like
Yeah,
Dumbo
yeah,
coins
yeah.
or
So
something.
they're three-dimensional.
Isn't that
Yeah.
somewhere in Canada? Isn't that?
So
somewhere
why
in
is there a New Brunswick bowling alley and a New Brunswick country? Or like what is it? A state?
But anyway, let's
I
leave all
don't-
this chaotic energy for the kick peanut later on today. Let's get back on track here. We're already 24 minutes in. We're still in the 1600s. So,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
We don't
That's
know
all.
how to time travel. We don't know how to time travel properly.
Yeah.
We forgot how to go 88 miles per hour.
Blob, go for it.
I can time travel.
Yeah,
Pam
that-
Pretty time travels.
There's also a New Jersey in case you have no clothes
Oh,
anymore.
yeah,
So
right.
in 1621, Governor William Bradford of Plymouth Colony, now in Massachusetts, forbids game playing on Christmas.
What?
So no,
Aww, what a Debbie
There will be
Downer.
no festivity and merriment
Yeah.
on the birth of the Lord.
yeah. So you Plymouth people, no Fortnite for you today.
Ha!
Okay.
No video games, no card games,
God damn it!
Nothing.
No more brutal violence in video games.
no,
Damn.
no football, no
it would
soccer,
be-
no tennis.
It would be a shame if I wasn't pirating all my games.
Oh,
I mean, I've never
shucks.
done that. YouTube, no, any government, don't take that seriously. I don't pirate my
Any
games.
government.
I buy them legally. I have never pirated a game in my life once because I'm not that smart.
Your nose is
I-
growing there, B.
Okay.
I plead the fifth on anything pirating wise.
This brings us to today's sponsor, Established Pirates. In the 60s,
My mom got in trouble for me
Yes.
downloading.
in
Pirates. Fire bloody games.
Anyway, we're going to move on up into 1656. Bob,
no.
I think you have one more, right?
I actually moved to 1643. In 1643, Christmas Island was founded and named by Captain William Miners of the East India Ship Company vessel the Royal Mary.
That's right, because we spoke about Christmas Island being discovered yesterday, which probably would have been discovered like at the wee hours of the morning or something, because on Christmas Island, at the time of us reading it yesterday, it was 1 something in the morning, and it was like 10 something in the morning for us.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I thought you said 1666. I was like, damn, Mark of the Beast. But then I looked, I was like, oh, it's 56.
nah. But then, speaking of 1656, Dutch astronomer and mathematician Christian Huygens created the first pendulum clock. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Grandfather clock and such, you know?
Yeah.
4 group.
Dude, look at that hair.
Yeah. He has
Of
a,
course.
You think that's real, or is he wearing a pompadour
wig.
kind of?
It's a wig.
Yeah, of course, that pendulum clock was invented because of his astronomical studies. So he was also the one who identified Saturn's large moon Titan for the first time.
Okay.
Really? Moon tides and all that?
And he needed a more accurate method of timekeeping, so he invented that clock.
Okay. Well, yeah, that would make sense, you know, because like the pendulum, it works off of gravity, and our gravity, you know, to some degree is, you know, dictated by the moon as well.
Yeah.
You know, the tides. So that's, you know, a lot of math goes into that. You know, something simple. So,
Dude, 1683 is a good one, just because we were talking about wigs, but just because of play on words here.
yeah. Well, in 1683, English Whig leader Duke of Monmouth fled to Holland. Okay, and the Whig, of course, was a political party, as some of us know.
A Whig. A Whig.
Hoa. Whig.
Well, actually, there's a, it's a W before the H, but we're gonna totally like.
I saw wigs and wig accessories. I'll tell you what.
Oh, dude, no, don't get him started. Like, I'm not muted, and I've got the mag right next to me. If you're doing anything Hank Hill wise, he's gonna say something.
God dang it, Bobby.
What? What was that?
Team Fortress 2. Hey, Mag,
anyway.
Team Fortress 2.
Where?
Anyway,
You don't have to
1688, British King James II landed in Ambleteuse, France. Okay.
Jaquoise!
Well, he landed in the Chacois, yes. He himself is not a Chacois, but he was the king of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Alright. Anyway, let's go back up. Alice, 1711.
1711, we have St. Paul's Cathedral, designed by Sir Christopher Wren, is officially declared complete after 35 years of construction by the British Parliament.
That's cool. Let me check this out.
Yeah, St. Paul's Cathedral is beautiful.
Let's see here. Images. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, that is a good-looking cathedral.
It's pretty sexy, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a cathedral with cathedral-like properties.
Oh yes.
The inside.
I think that's where the panels get married and stuff at St. Paul's Cathedral. Like,
Victim fell from up here, so I guess somebody got murdered at St. Paul's Cathedral. Oh, woman falls to her death. Huh.
oh Jesus.
Well,
that was.
but what was she doing way up there?
If she was a maintenance worker
Maybe.
and she accidentally fell off, I can understand that logic. But if she's some normal civilian, then how? That's the only question I got. How?
Well, the
Just
lady
leaning
here.
against a wooden baluster and it broke and she fell.
Well, the
I don't
lady
know.
here
Oh,
has
then-
an actual
okay.
sound theory. Maybe she was up there cleaning windows or something. No, that actually is a
Maybe.
good theory.
Yeah.
Like, they do,
Hey.
you do need to maintain, So.
Hey, look, you like my new monocle?
I'm gonna move us up to 1717 because this one's kind of
Oh man.
brutal.
Yeah.
1717 floods
I got a
ravaged the
monocle.
Dutch coast provinces and thousands were killed from flooding.
Blob
Yeah.
brought this up yesterday. The floods of 1717.
Yeah, so we were talking
Yep.
about
Yeah.
it would come up on the 25th.
Yeah,
It
and
was
has.
on the night of the 24th to 25th and actually killed around 14,000 people in many countries. Germany, Netherlands, and Scandinavia.
Oh,
So I don't know
Yeah,
why
exactly.
that's just a blip on this site, because you said 14,000 people got killed over many countries. They should elaborate more about this, and they should have it highlighted. This is a major event.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
died on Christmas, no less. So anyway, oh, here we go, Alice.
I have one more. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
one more here. Give me a second. We have in 1741 Astronomer Anders Celsius introduced the centigrade temperature scale, or so Celsius.
Yep. Oh no, centigrade and Celsius are two different things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Celsius. Yeah,
They are both
he-
units of measurement for temperature.
yeah,
but
centigrade. I'm sorry. Yeah,
centigrade,
you're right.
centigrade, I believe, is more used in like physics and like by scientists and everything. It's more precise.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but yeah, he also did Celsius too, though, right?
Well, yeah, his last name is Celsius, so of course.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I like when I said centigrade, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, like centigrade, I believe, is based off of Celsius. I'm not entirely sure. Let me look it up here. Actually, what is centigrade?
Centigrade, like I think centigrade is like something like.
Yeah,
Another
it's
term for
just
Celsius.
Celsius.
And stuff use centigrade, okay?
Again.
Well, I always thought that, but whenever I spoke to people throughout the years, they say I've been told that that centigrade is different than Celsius, but apparently it's not. It says here the degree Celsius is the unit of temperature on the Celsius scale, one of two temperature scales used in the International System of Units, the other being the Kelvin scale.
The Kelvin, yeah. In the Kelvin scale, I think people who have like kilns for like pottery and doing what the temperatures for like the suns and stars and all that stuch.
Oh yeah, that's when you're getting into like thousands, tens of thousands of degrees. So you gotta have up a whole new unit of measurement. Like another example of units of measurements being different is like when light bulbs were first invented, they were advertised as having the power of 100 candles. And then now a light bulb would be like the power of 10 billion candles. Like no, we had to invent watts just because. At a certain point, you have too much numbers. You have to invent something new. So I wonder when we will no longer be using the term horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the cat, please.
Horsepower.
Also,
Now
Mr.
it's
Celsius.
terminology and it has nothing to do with horses.
What?
But
Well,
still,
I mean, it does. It's the equivalent of the strength of that many horses pulling a carriage. If you have 1,200 horsepower, it's as if 1,200 horses are pulling your car.
Yeah.
So.
Mr. Celsius.
Damn, was she strong or not?
Yo, B, we can hear your conversation.
Yeah, good.
Hello.
Anyway, Blob, I believe it's your turn now, 1775?
I just wanted to say Mr. Celsius came from a family of intellectuals, with his father being an astronomy professor, his uncle Olaf was a botanist, and he was also the grandson of Magnus Celsius, a mathematician, and Anders Bole, an astronomer.
Dang.
good genes, huh?
Yeah.
So
Damn
he had,
good genes.
he had all the intelligent people in his family.
Yeah, so he's from an intellectual cloth, is what you're saying.
Yeah. In 1758, the return of Halley's comet was first sighted by Johann Georg Pallich.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they should have
I was
that
alive the
highlighted.
last.
Yeah.
I was alive the last time Halley's comet came by. I actually remember, like, we sat outside to look at it.
Weren't we in Mexico when that happened? I think I remember, like, we were in.
Yeah,
It was like 19.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
was
I
in the
remember we
80s.
were in Mexico or something, and you're like, "Hey, look, it's Halley's Comet." And we, just
Yeah, that's
kinda,
right.
Or are you talking about Hale Bob? No, what year was here, look up the last year that Halley's comet came by.
How often is
I think it was like 1988 or something,
I
or
think it's every
whatever.
70. Halley's Comet last time.
'Cause it won't be back to
1986, so
I was
not
2 years
born.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
2 years old, but I remember it. I have like some early memories of like my childhood, but I do remember seeing it. I also remember watching the like I think we had a 3/4 like eclipse with the moon, and so I also got to see that too.
Yeah, I
Like
think
where
you're
I
right
live.
about Haley Bopp, because the last time Haley's Comet was here, as we just saw, it was 1986, and I was not yet around.
Yeah,
But
hail
December
bomb.
of 1997, we might have been in Mexico. December of 1997,
Could have been, yeah, absolutely could have been.
because
Yeah,
my
talking about hail bomb.
one of my
Yeah.
great grandparents lived down there at the time, so we might have been down. I do know we saw a comet. I don't remember which one. I swear you said it was Haley's, but obviously that's.
I could have said that.
Yeah.
Been wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pop out and pop back again
So
real
how
quick.
often is it? Every 70 years, did you say?
How often Haley's Comet? 76 years journey.
Okay,
Around, so
76,
every 76 years. So
88 years or something like that. I could have sworn, but I could be wrong. I thought it was roughly around every 80 years.
I have
So,
it here
like-
every 76 years.
Okay,
So-
so I may or may not be alive for the next time it comes through.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I hope you will. Like, I mean,
Well,
like,
so what year is it saying it's next going to be coming?
2061.
Okay, so it's feasible for me. I was born in '84, so I'd be like what, in my 80s?
Well, let's see here.
Almost my 80s. I'll be in my late 70s.
2061 minus 1984. You'll be 77.
Yeah, I'll be in my late 70s
Yeah.
if I'm still alive.
I hope you will be.
I hope you will too.
Yeah. Well, just to give me a hard time, I'm sure the loon will still be around as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh, the Magsters, he probably will
no,
be.
no, not him. This loon, like my loon,
Oh,
the dad.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm
oh.
already in my 70s. I'm already there. So I don't think I'm gonna be around for a second set.
Maybe.
You never know.
Out of sheer willpower.
You
to
never
be a
know.
pain in my ass.
You-
I mean,
you
like
can-
like I have that tab. So you want to make sure to catch that.
I gotta collect on that tab. It's getting less and less doubtful.
Dad,
I'm
you
working on
know,
it.
Dad, that you could possibly just break the Guinness Book of World Records and be the oldest person alive. Then otherwise,
Could be.
maybe
Harder
I don't
enough
know.
to be
I think it was
alive.
110 or something, or 111.
That'd be more than that, I
I
think.
can't remember who was the oldest person.
I
But
don't know
anyways, we
whose
should
turn
move
is
on.
it anymore.
The show is kind of lost.
Yeah, the show's gotten so like let's get back on track here, guys. We're gonna have to do a split here soon. We're still in the 1700s, so
I
Yeah.
know.
let's
This is shit.
like as I said, like let's have all of this chaotic energy, all of this talking on way tangents. Let's save that for the Kick Peanut. We have a whole nother show we can do. There's no reason why we should be going way off topic like this on this show. But I'm gonna pick us back up here. 1775, we have Pope Pius VI encyclical on the problems of the pontificate. Huh.
Wait. Wait, I wanted to say Edmund Halley predicted the comet's return in 1705, but he was not around to see it anymore if that would come true. But it came true on 1758 Christmas Day.
So it was accurate. Okay, yeah.
All right. And
Hey,
then, I'm sorry.
I gotta deal with something right now. I'm just gonna mute. I have nothing to say, by the way. So this is just
Okay.
letting you know.
All
Just
right.
something.
Well, go have fun dealing with your something. Anyway, 1776, during the U.S. Revolution, or the American Revolution, we weren't the U.S. yet. George Washington crossed Delaware River into New Jersey, surprises and defeats 1,400 Hessians. That's right. This is when he crossed the Delaware, the famous painting and all that stuff.
When he-
Right?
Yep,
When he
dead of
crossed
night.
it for the second time. We talked about it a few weeks ago. He retreated from a battle, and now he came back to defeat his opponents.
Yes, that is true. So, and then moving on up into 1868, despite bitter opposition, U.S. President Andrew Johnson granted unconditional pardon to all persons involved in the Southern Rebellion Civil War. So, 1868, yeah, that was shortly after.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. Like that's a great act of humility, or
Well,
not just humility, but humanity.
Yeah.
You know,
We gotta
like-
bring peace to the country, you know?
yeah. Well, then let's go back up into Blob here, 1896. This is interesting.
All right. but I also have a few from earlier.
All right, go ahead.
In 1760, the African-American slave Jupiter Hammond composed his poetry broadside, An Evening Thought, Salvation by Christ with Penitential Cries. It was the first poetry published by an African-American in 1761.
Dang, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
Dude, that was a cool article right there. Holy buckets.
Why is that not highlighted? I saw
Dude,
that too. I didn't
it's in
fully read it.
but it's in blue, but I mean, it should be in the darkened highlight.
Well, it's in blue because I highlighted it because he was reading it. So to ease the people watching the show, when somebody's reading a non-highlighted article, I highlight it for them so their eyes can automatically see what is being read.
All right, and we have two things in 1818. The first known Christmas carol, Silent Night, Holy Night, oder Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht, was sung in Austria.
Hey,
And-
it's a song you sang to me all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
Silent
Look at that.
night.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
Holy
We're killing it, folks. We're killing it.
All is bright. That was magical. Oh,
Yeah.
that was great.
That was funny.
At the same
Yeah.
time, we both did a dance
I
song
had to sing
too.
this in choir. I had to sing that in choir, so. Shut up! I was in choir once. I am no shame of it.
Oh
And-
my god.
Anyway, what's the other
Got a whole
1818 you got
tangent
here,
going
bud?
on over here.
That
Yes,
was a magic moment.
All right. What's the second one?
Georg Friedrich Handel's Messiah, composed in 1742, premieres in the United States in Boston, performed by the Handel and Haydn Society.
Nice. All right. Miss
All right.
Alice, I believe it is now your turn. Oh, she's muted. So I guess I'll take this. 1868. Actually, no, we did that one. So in 1896. Oh, there she is, Alice. Do you want to tell us
Yeah,
about
I'm
this?
back. I'm back. Yeah, my boyfriend's sisters come to pick him up. I was gonna go out to Christmas with him, but I was sick this morning, so I'm not gonna do it.
Well, you
Not
should.
gonna do it. So where we were in 1866, you said?
96.
Oh, 1896. Okay. So we have Stars and Stripes Forever, written by John Philip Sousa, was written today.
Yeah. Is that the one?
he was
Da,
a
da, da,
composer.
da, 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 da? Is it, Stars and Stripes Forever?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was written on Christmas. That's cool.
I had to play that in band once because I was in band too, but then I quit band and went into choir.
I remember that song specifically from Fievel, like the original Fievel, and he was lost in New York or something, and then he was in a gramophone or something, and then somebody started playing a record. He started sliding into the thing, and almost got destroyed by a record player or something.
Get back on topic, would you? Fievel. Are you kidding me?
Well, Fievel's cool, and he came out west too.
Yes, he did.
Oh. Good old Philly. Alice, you got another one here in 1902. Finally, we're in the 1900s.
How about that?
Almost an hour later.
This
Almost
show
the
is gonna roll into Boxing
1900s.
Day.
Okay, so we have a 19. Well, we have a. I'm gonna go 1901 here. We have battle at Fontaine. British force camped on hill is surprised by a Boer attack at 2 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
It's
That
not
must be
war.
during a Boer War. There were a couple Boer Wars. I don't really know much about it. But yeah, 2 in the morning. That is a surprise attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a year later, in 1902, we have Clyde Fitch play The Girl with the Green Eyes, premieres in New York City.
Huh. I wonder if that's about Luli.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe. Well, he doesn't have green eyes. He has hazel. But
I
his
said
sister's
Luli,
here to
not
pick
Lou.
him up.
no,
Never mind.
Lulikin. She has green eyes, apparently.
Oh,
I'm making a
yeah. Well, anyways, my boyfriend is his sister came to pick him up, so I'm gonna mute myself for a minute so I can give him smooches, goodbye, and blah blah blah.
All right, give both of them a hug for me, okay?
Oh, I'm not gonna hug her because like I said, I
Well,
was
give
sick.
her an air hug.
No, I told her I mean myself yelled out the window, "Merry Christmas."
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway,
So-
anyway, Blob, I think it's your turn. 1902.
Right, in 1902, Pope Leo XIII, at his annual Christmas reception, endorses the Christian democratic movement now emerging in Europe as an attempt to offer an alternative to more radical movements.
Huh. That
And
sounds cool.
he was the 256th Pope, so after that it just overflew and we started Pope 1 again.
Huh.
I wonder what the more radical movement was.
Well, not just one movement, but there are more radical movements.
Yeah.
Well,
Bolshevism and all that stuff.
yeah. Well, I think there was a lot of I don't know when, but I think there was a lot of Muslims coming up into Spain from Morocco, through
Okay,
Africa.
Yeah.
So that could have been one of the radical movements.
See.
So
Yeah, maybe we will have to look it up. In
why
the
is this not highlighted? I am mad now. Why is this not highlighted? This is
Yeah.
significant.
It's just the greatest event ever happening in a war. In 1914, we have the legendary Christmas truce in the battlefield of World War I between British and German troops. Instead of fighting, soldiers exchange gifts and play football.
Yeah.
Man,
So
dude.
it started a few days earlier, and they just refused on religious grounds to kill each other.
Yeah, and the next day they just picked up a rifle and started shooting at each other again. But
Back to war.
You want to talk
No,
about
no,
one of the greatest acts of humanity in all of history? This is easily in the top 5.
yeah, I would agree with that.
In some places, it lasted for a few weeks.
It only lasted a day. The Christmas truce
Yeah,
only lasted one day, and then the 26 back
No,
to
no,
war.
no. It lasted for a few weeks in some places.
Oh well, in some places, okay. I'm just talking about the whole thing,
In the trenches.
in the trenches and all
I
that
wonder if
stuff.
it lasted.
It's unknown how widespread it was,
Well,
but
maybe in certain areas it did, according to Blob. I don't know the whole thing about it.
Yeah. It is amazing.
Yeah.
yeah. And there are also many songs about it, and there are photographs of it.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a cool there's a video or a clip from out of a movie or something about when they slowly start coming out of the trenches. They shook hands, started exchanging gifts, started playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
A few
yeah.
a few hours earlier, they were trying to kill each other. Now
Yeah.
they played
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, that must have been a very odd time, having joy and merriment with people that just the day prior were trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And then a day later, we'll start that up again, or weeks later, depending on where you were. So.
I wonder if the attitude is, son of a gun, give me my gift back.
Yeah.
You're shooting at me now.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of family matters, I'm gonna see my uncle.
Cool.
Nice. Very nice.
And he has a pretty interesting story, but I'm gonna save that for later because it's not important right now.
Well, you're welcome to join on the Kick Peanut later on today. Although I know it's Christmas and everything, so still shaky on whether or not we'll have that show. But I'm pretty certain it will go. It will happen today. But yeah, if you're around while we're having that show, you're welcome to join back in and express all that. That's when we just talk about everything. Right now, we got to focus on history,
Especially
and
on today, share the uncle story.
Yeah. Blob, you
Yeah.
have one more here, 1915.
Yes, we have Irving Berlin and Harry B. Smith's musical review Stop, Look, Listen premieres at the Globe Theater in New York City, and it runs for 105 performances.
I've heard about that. Stop, look, and listen. I think that just it evolved into a phrase because I've heard it and seen it in various mediums throughout my life. So.
It's like the statue,
Yeah.
see no evil, hear no evil,
Speak no evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hear No Evil, See No Evil, starring Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Oh, that's a good combo.
That's a good. Well, no, it's a good movie.
Gotta be with those two.
They also did Stir. I think they also did Stir Crazy together. But when I heard "See No Evil," like "Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil," it reminded me of that movie.
Ah. And then moving on into 1922, 100 years ago on this date, through the 26th, Lenin dictated his political testament, whatever that is. So yeah, like obviously, communist, Soviet stuff.
Yeah.
He's the inventor of all that, Well, he's not the inventor of communism, like that was Karl Marx, but he was a Marxist.
Yes. So through and through. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marxist walking. Marxist here.
He was a terrorist.
Essentially, yes. Then, moving on up to 1926, Crown Prince Hirohito of Japan assumed the throne upon his father, Emperor Yoshihito's death. And this is the guy who, of course, led Japan into ruin. So.
Yeah. And the Allied powers still did not prosecute him for some reason.
Because I think they... because culturally they the Japanese people viewed their emperor as a god, so if the West comes in and obviously we defeated them, and then if we take away their god, they'll be like, hey, what the hell, this is not cool. So we had to step back in some certain ways just because of culture, because it could have potentially started another war that would have ended with the requirement to exterminate the entire culture, because now you're messing with religion, and
Right.
so
Yes.
yeah, that's my belief. I can be 100% wrong. I'm just a minor historian, so
Yes.
yeah. But anyway, 1932, during King George V's Christmas dinner speech, his chair collapsed. He obviously had too much to eat. Damn.
His chair collapsed.
Oh damn!
Boy, I want to know
His
that.
chair collapsed. What?
That's weird.
Damn, George, too much pumpkin pie there, bro. You got
I
it.
wonder if it was a folding chair.
Oh,
Folded them
Yeah,
up.
one of those crappy
Yeah.
folding chairs of the past.
yeah. Anyway, I
Yeah.
think it's Alice's turn now, 1937.
1937. Okay. So we have a radio premiere here. We have Arturo Toscanini. I said it right. He conducts the first Symphony of the Air concert over NBC radio.
That's interesting.
He was a cellist and conductor, so he played the cello as well.
A cellist, yeah.
Yeah, he was a cellist. We also have in 1938 a film in TV history. George Cukor announces Vivian Leigh will play Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind.
Ooh.
Yep.
Dang. Nice.
Oh, shit snacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
hey.
we also have what?
I was just gonna say it's Loon's favorite sport.
Hiyo. Oh yes, we have here in 1940. Cricket master batsman Don Bradman is dismissed for Xmas Day first Baldock. The phrases they have in this game, it just
Yeah, it's
gives
so
me a
weird.
giggle. For South Australia versus Victoria in a Sheffield Shield match at the Adelaide Oval.
The Oval.
I feel like I feel like AO. I don't know. Those are English words. I have no idea what they're saying.
What Xmas Day
Oh,
first
yeah.
ball duck 0. What does that even mean? You're dodging a ball?
No idea. It's cricket.
Or
If
do
you
they
have
take
no
a duck
clue
and
what
make
is-
it into a ball and
Is this a
quack?
tricky thing?
Yeah, if you have no clue what is talked about, it's probably cricket.
Yes. Yes. As I say all the
Absolutely
time.
right.
Oh my
Like-
god,
like-
that's so true.
That's he quoted me. If you read something verbatim and you feel like have a stroke, it's just cricket.
Yeah, you're just talking about cricket. Don't worry about it. Pay no mind.
Anyway, we're gonna do the split here real quick.
Quick though for the split.
Yep. And then Alice, why don't you take a couple? Welcome to
Couple
part 2.
more.
Do you want
Alright,
to?
yeah, well,
Yeah, let's switch things around.
Okay.
So let's have you take an additional 3, go back to Blob, and then me. So a definitive cycle
Okay.
here. or line.
All right, so we're gonna move up to here then to 1940. It's a music premiere. Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart's musical "Pal Joey" premieres in New York City.
Huh.
I don't even know what that is, but that's okay. Oh, shit snacks! Look at this. We got 1946. The Constitution is accepted in Taiwan.
Booyah!
Hey, there you go.
Proof right there. Taiwan's a sovereign nation. Now China's gonna come after me.
Yeah, look out.
You-
And then in 1947, we have the Constitution of the Republic of China comes into effect.
Which is also Taiwan.
Yep.
Yep. And then there's like a unhighlighted one, but about in the same day, Taiwan passes human rights laws, Day of Earth Law.
Ah.
Ooh,
So, yeah.
a lot of stuff
I
happening.
figured I'd just go with those ones and not the highlighted ones. But yeah, I figured since that one tied in with the other 47, might as well add it in. So,
Yep.
It's all related.
anywho's, it's on to Blob or Xander, whoever wants to go
Wait
next.
a minute. Alice, you have one more in 1950 if you want.
Yeah.
1950, you say? 1950? Oh. We have in 1950 the coronation stone taken from Scone in Scotland by Edward I in 1296, stolen from Westminster Abbey and smuggled back to Scotland.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
They stole a stone and brought it back to Scotland. Is it
Yeah.
still there in Scotland?
Probably. Let me check it out. Coronation stone. Let's see here.
I hope so.
Coronation stone.
Or did I steal it?
Also known as the Stone of Destiny and often referred to in England as the Coronation Stone, is an oblong block of red sandstone that has been used for centuries in the coronation of the monarchs of Scotland. So it was part of their whole thing about
ritual.
yeah.
And England took it from them and they stole it back.
Yes.
Well, good on Scotland.
Yes.
England did steal a lot of stuff, you know, from
Yeah.
other countries.
Well, I mean, like as the saying
Well, what
goes,
country hasn't?
as the saying
but
goes, the pyramids are still in Egypt because England couldn't steal them. So
However, the London Bridge is out in Arizona.
yes.
Yeah,
Not the Tower Bridge, but the London Bridge, and that
Yeah.
was because somebody
Yeah.
thought they were buying the actual Tower
That's
Bridge.
right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
And they got the bridge instead.
yeah. Well, hey, they
Yeah,
did
and-
get a bridge,
And on
Like, how do you move like a bridge? Like,
stone
I mean,
by stone.
I think-
You know,
yeah, I
like
figured.
Hearst Castle out here in California was originally out somewhere in England, or not England, but somewhere out in Europe.
Yeah,
And
imported
they
all that.
they took it apart stone by stone and built it back.
brick by brick.
They transferred it across the world and then built it back up over here.
And if you ever
damn.
get a chance to go up and see it, it's awesome.
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
castle's just
It is
awesome.
Oh,
so
no, I would-
massive that there's multiple tours. Like you can't cover the whole thing in one day. It's huge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So that must have cost a pretty penny for that.
Oh yeah, well, the Hearst, they were like a newspaper mogul or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, but anyway, Blob, why don't you tell us about 1955? But you're going to say something beforehand.
Yeah, in the 1328 Treaty of Northampton between the Kingdom of Scotland and the Kingdom of England, England agreed to return the captured stone to Scotland.
They
And
did.
it took over 600 years, apparently.
Oh
We'll
well,
get it to you.
Oh,
We'll get
damn.
it to you. Don't worry about it.
yeah, well, yeah, they came and took it themselves.
Yeah, say,
you know.
no, we're turning
Yeah,
away.
but I have a few older entries also. In
Alright.
1941, the New York's Metropolitan Opera broadcast an entire opera over radio.
What year was that?
1931.
1931. Okay, that's why I can't find it. 1931. Let's see here.
There it is.
Here it is. All right. Oh, wow, that's cool. An entire opera. Huh.
And 1 year later,
Awesome.
in 1932, a 7.6 magnitude earthquake ravages Guangzhou in China and kills 275.
Jeez.
Yeah,
1.6,
I
that's
didn't,
big.
and I missed that one.
That is huge.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well,
nine-
it's not like the Dutch flood that killed thousands, but I mean, still, like earthquakes can be devastating.
yeah,
You're not kidding.
So I've never experienced one. So
Oh,
you know.
I know about earthquakes. We've actually
Never
had
Well, I know.
Earthquake. Oh,
we've had
You live
earthquakes
in
live on the
earthquake-
show a couple times now.
Really?
Yeah. No, there's one that happened at the beginning of a show on a Saturday, a couple months ago, and actually live on the show. Somebody else, I think you were talking, and I'm on camera, and you can actually see me, just pause and look around, and then I dart to my door, because that's the first thing you do. When the ground starts shaking, you stand in that doorway, because that's the most structural, stable thing in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. If it was in October, then I don't think I was on the show at that time.
Well, somebody was I swear you were on the show.
I don't think it was me, but no, let's just cross fingers that today on Christmas you guys don't get a shitty earthquake.
Earthquakes are fun.
In 1939, Montgomery Ward introduces Rudolph the Ninth Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph?
Rudolph the Ninth Reindeer, who was red-nosed. Yeah, that's right. Montgomery Ward, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The whole thing was actually, and as I said, I was in that podcast earlier this week, and we did speak about this. It was an advertisement thing.
Oh,
it was. Yeah. Actually, let me bring that up again.
I remember talking about this a couple days ago. Actually,
Who invented Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Robert L. May. Add this share tools. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was first appeared in 1939 when Montgomery Ward Department Store asked one of its copywriters, then 34-year-old Robert L. May, to create a Christmas story the store could give away to shoppers as a promotional gimmick.
How about that?
Hang on, I gotta mute myself.
Yep.
Hello.
There we go. And Blob, you have another one in 1940? Actually, we already read that. I think. Yeah, we did.
55.
What?
1955.
Oh, okay. 1955? Oh, yeah, I read that.
Keep going. Yeah, I think it's 65.
1956 now.
Okay.
Oh, you read 55?
No, I did not actually. I don't think so. Go for it.
Yeah, Pope Pius the 12th encyclical on sacred music and popular music was published.
Oh, all right.
It doesn't tell us the name of the encyclical.
Well, at least it tells us the meaning of it, so that's good.
Yes. Oh, that was the Pope who opposed communism.
Yeah. Then I've completely lost track of turns yet again. So anyway, I'm going to take over here. 1956, Detroit's future Hockey Hall of Fame right wing Gordie Howe picked up a Xmas hat trick and 3 assists in Red Wings' 8-1 win over the New York Rangers. Most points he scored in a single game in entire 26-year NHL career. Nice.
Yeah, Gordie Howe. One of the greats.
Yep. So that was his Christmas miracle right there. Oh, we got a murder of interest here in 1957. Ed Gein was found not guilty by reason of insanity for a series of murders. Well, he should still be locked up, He killed people. Especially, dude, anybody who pleads insanity, they should be locked up even faster. Because if they're capable of just snapping and murdering people or doing, crimes of passion while crazy, then they're a danger to themselves and society.
You get released and you get to walk out the door. You go into a hospital and they work on you for 20 years.
I hope so. And then we got some music history here in 1957 as well. Richard Starkey, later better known as Ringo Starr, received his first drum set. Must have been a Christmas present or something. What year was he born? If the internet here.
Merry Christmas, then 17-year-old Ringo Starr.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah, born in 1940, so for his 17th Christmas, he got his first drum set. Nice. And then later, made a lot of good use. So that was a really good investment by his parents.
The only thing I can say to those parents, you gave your kids a drum set?
Oh, God. Just in the garage.
Yeah.
What were we thinking of, dear?
The story is that Ringo Starr was actually, as a child, very sick, and he spent months in the hospital. And as part of his therapy, he started playing music.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Well, that's
Didn't know that.
I think it is back to you, good sir. 1959.
All right, the good sir in 1959 is this time Bishop Karol Wojtyla, the future Pope John Paul II, who celebrates outdoor mass at midnight of Christmas morning to demonstrate the need for a Catholic church in the community of Nova Huta.
Huh. All right. Yeah, John Paul II, always doing a lot of really good stuff.
He did a lot of hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about the history of the papacy, but as far as I know, he's one of the best popes in all of history. So, you really good
And we talked about him a bit on the show a few weeks ago, where we also talked about how he was a nice chess player in his
yeah,
youth.
that's right.
Oh, I was in on that one.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Yeah.
In 1962, the film adaptation To Kill a Mockingbird, adaptation of the novel by Harper Lee, directed by Robert Mulligan and starring Gregory Peck, is released. And Gregory Peck won the Best Actor Academy Awards in 1963.
Yep, that's a classic.
A really good movie, and a lot of people are trying to get that movie canceled.
Why?
Because white supremacy or any of these stupid things. So it's like, I mean, it's not surprising to me that the left are going after this, because of course they'll hate somebody standing up for a person of color in a courtroom. That's the last thing they want. So
yes, and wasn't Jack Klugman also in the movie?
who?
I'm back.
Yesterday, Jack Klugman.
Jack Groomer?
No, Jack Klugman.
Krugman.
Jack Krugman.
What
No.
year are we in now?
Let me see.
Jack Klugman. Let's see here.
No, he was not. He was not in the movie. It seems.
I think so.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in movies,
Uh,
but probably not this one.
Yeah,
What year are we in now?
he only was.
We're talking about To Kill a Mockingbird. We are in 1962, Alice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I'm in the right spot. I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
He only was in 12 Angry Men then.
Ah.
And in
That was
1964,
a good movie.
yes, in 1964, George Harrison's girlfriend Patty Boyd was attacked by female Beatle fans.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
They
so
were
that's
probably trying to kill her because they wanted to be his girlfriend, not her. So
Who knows?
yeah.
He was a handsome man. George, I think of all the Beatles, George Harrison, I think was the best looking one. But yeah, he was the second to die of the Beatles, and I think only Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr to get still alive
Yeah.
from the Beatles.
So Patty Boyd and George Harrison married in 1966 then, and 10 years later, 13 years later, in 1979, she married Eric Clapton.
dang.
Oh,
What?
yeah. I
Oh.
remember something about that.
Damn.
Eric Clapton, is that
Clapton, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is she the one that had the kid with Eric Clapton, where the kid fell out of the window and died?
Oh God.
I think that was later.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? Yeah, Eric Clapton's
Yeah,
son
yeah.
fell out of
Oh, that was
a
huge. I don't know if it was
That was
her or
big.
not, though. Could have been.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, Alice, it's your turn now.
Yeah.
1965.
1965, we have U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson orders a halt to bombing operations in North Vietnam, hoping to spur peace talks.
Yeah.
But
that
you
didn't
also
work.
have in 65 as well, you have the Yemen Nazarite Unionist People's organization is founded in Taiz.
Huh.
Yeah, this is out in Yemen, which is it borders the southern part of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, yeah. And then we have an engagement of interest in 1967. The Beatle Paul McCartney and British actress Jane Asher got engaged. Engagement publicly broken 6 months
Oh
later.
God. Well, at least it lasted half a year.
Well, no, he did end up marrying this chick. I think her name was Linda, and she died of cancer.
That's right.
Oh,
And then he
You're
married that
absolutely
one chick, and Paul McCartney, I think, holds the largest settlement for divorces in history from this one chick
Dang.
after Linda McCartney died, or I think Linda or
Yeah, it was
Lot-
Linda McCartney. You're absolutely right.
he ended up marrying her, and he was married to her for 20, 30 years or something like that.
We're gonna move on up into 1968. Frank Borman's Christmas reading while orbiting the moon.
Ah,
So that has to be Apollo 9?
No clue.
Something?
Apollo 8.
Apollo 8?
The year
Oh, yeah,
before,
okay.
yeah, because
Yeah,
69 was the year we landed on the moon, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
the NASA has put up a video of the Christmas Eve 1968 message, and
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is
I don't find one of the reading here, but they also read from Genesis the day before.
Oh my god, dude, look, like right above that 1968 of Frank Borman. Look at what happened in 1968 the same day. Oh my
See,
god.
That same time, 1968, 42 Dalits were burned alive in Kelavemani village in Tamil Nadu, India, a retaliation for a campaign for higher wages by Dalit laborers.
Jesus
So
Christ.
wait, so they were asking for higher wages and they get burned alive. Merry Christmas.
They burned, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking of burning alive, we have another sad event in 1971.
1971, oh wow. The worst hotel fire in history killed 163 people at the Taeyakoke Hotel in Seoul, Korea, South Korea. So,
Yeah, Seoul, yeah.
Seoul.
Korea. Seoul, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Man, you know,
163 people died? Oh my lord.
between yesterday and today, these are turning into a very dark holiday season. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's almost as shocking as finding out that the Half-Life, the Half-Life burnt corpse body is actually based off a real dead body.
oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, and what was it, Half-Life Alyx, right?
Half-Life?
No, Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2, yeah. In the video game Half-Life 2, they actually utilized images of an actual burnt dead body for the burnt dead body models in the video game.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So,
That's brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't do that anymore, but back then, no one cared. As long as you got the game out and it was fun to play, that's all that mattered back then.
Yeah.
Now we have,
But now they have all that woke crap going on.
yeah.
This crazy Japanese guy also used a real dead body in Hong Kong 97.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
That
I've
is
heard, no, I've heard
surprising.
that. Oh, that that's surprising because AVGN made a video on it and his is not age restricted. In fact, you can still find it on YouTube. And if you used a basic count, you could actually like look at it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It was, I guess YouTube decided that was just too low quality. That means it can't be real. YouTube and their logic.
Yeah. Logic. So,
What
Hey.
logic, actually?
anyway, Blob, I believe it's your turn again, 1973.
All right. In 1973, we have the Ballon d'Or. I missed the one above. The
Yeah, I
film,
was about to say you're not gonna do that one. That one's fucking insane.
we have the film premiere first. The Sting, directed by George Roy Hill, starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and music inspired by Scott Joplin, premieres in Los Angeles and New York, and wins the Best Picture 1974.
That was a great movie.
I have yet to see that.
You've never seen
I've
it?
seen it.
I've
It's
never
actually
even
it's a
heard
really
about
good
it.
movie.
You've never heard of
So I'm
The
talking
Sting?
about the unhighlighted one right
Yeah, watch
between
that
the
movie.
Ballon d'Or.
Can
So
somebody
that one
post?
actually.
Can somebody post the Sting in the Discord server, the movies channel? My other monitor is frozen again. So,
I'll see if I can do it here. But no, actually, there's an unhighlighted one in black right between the Paul Newman and the Ballon. That actually looks
Right.
interesting.
And I just wanted to know to say Scott Joplin, of course, was most famous for the Maple Leaf Rag and the Entertainer.
oh yeah. Da 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 da. So yeah, the old Entertainer song.
Yeah, it was used in a German Bugs Bunny show.
Huh.
German?
I think. No, it was used in one of those famous cartoon shows in Germany, probably in the original also, but I don't know.
And the
Right
song Entertainer is very known. Like nobody knows the actual title of it, but it's everywhere. They all know the tune.
Yeah.
I think it's called The Entertainer.
It is.
In 1973, also, Arab oil ministers canceled the January 5% production cut. Saudi Arabian oil minister promises 10% OPEC production rise. So
Yeah, I think I thought that was a little interesting because OPEC's involved and it's about the oil industry too.
Yeah. What is OPEC?
Yeah.
So
What
this
does
is
that
like,
stand for?
yeah, this is right before, was it, Jimmy Carter went into office and stuff? Well, not before, a few years before he did. And then, the whole oil crisis we had. So I think this might have a play into the whole oil crisis during the Carter administration.
Yeah, well, we spoke a little bit about that yesterday or the day before, I believe.
A couple days ago, yeah, we did talk about this.
Yeah, you were on the show, I believe. So.
Yeah. Oh, damn! 1976 in blue. Holy bucket.
We'll get there in a minute. Right now, Blob needs to talk to us about this balloon Dior in 1973.
yes,
Oh,
in 1973 we have the Ballon d'Or. Ajax Amsterdam forward Johan Cruyff wins his second award for best European football player ahead of Juventus Turin goalkeeper Dino Zoff and Bayern Munich striker Gerd Müller.
Huh.
Damn.
The legend Gerd Müller, he didn't win this time.
Yeah, poor guy.
I'd also like
You
to
look-
take another one, if that's okay. In 1973, also the ARPANET crashes when a programming bug causes all ARPANET traffic to be routed to a server at Harvard University, causing the server to freeze.
Whoops.
So essentially, that's the first DDoS attack in history, and it caused the internet to crash completely.
Oh, wow.
Only it was not an attack, but a bug.
Yeah, there's a
Jesus.
bug. Which, little interesting tidbit of history. Computer bugs are called such because the very first one was an actual insect inside a computer causing a short circuit or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was an actual bug.
Yeah.
A computer bug.
oh, that makes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like something like extremely stupid, like, oh yeah, it's like it feels like there's a bug inside. I didn't think it was like there's an actual bug in our computer. How are we gonna bloody get it out? Should we like search it or should we shoot it? Because I guess they didn't know what the difference between a bug was back then.
The computers back then were made with those huge cathode tubes.
No, I've seen that
And-
before.
And an insect, a moth, I think, was flying into one, and then that didn't go well for the computer.
Yes,
I
you are
bet.
correct. It's a moth. It says here on September 9th in 1947, a team of computer scientists reported the world's first computer bug, a moth trapped in their computer at Harvard University.
Oh,
And that's where the term comes from, an actual bug.
Yeah.
That's
Hobbit?
adorable.
Harvard bug. Oh, yeah.
And that
how did a moth get in there? It's the real question.
makes me glad it was not just some scientist accidentally leaning against the computer. Otherwise, if we talk about computer humans, that
Computer
would be...
humans. My computer has a case of humans. Oh no.
Computer
No,
humans.
my computer is just human.
I
Oh,
hope
no. Oh goddamn no!
Alex, do you
What?
want to talk to us about this second 1973 here, Tommy Chambers? That's
1973. All right, hang on a second here. So we have the second one. No, he did the ARPANET one. So we have the third one. So you're talking about Tommy Chambers of
Yeah.
Scotland for his 51-year cycle tour. That was a total of 799,405 miles. A 51-year cycle he was doing.
Yeah, so he was riding a bicycle for 51 years. And he clocked in almost 800,000 miles.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was just shy by like 695 miles.
595.
yeah.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, 595
Yeah.
miles. He was just short of 800,000 by 595 miles. Damn,
Why did-
51 years of riding a bike.
Yeah.
Either way, Fitbit would have been impressed.
Yeah.
Do you think that might have been like a little part that they took out, like for instead of like him riding a bike, he ran in Forrest Gump when he did the running from like coast to coast and shit?
I don't believe that part's real, by the way.
No,
That
it's
sounds-
probably not, but like maybe it's a play off of what this
More
guy
like-
did.
I think you're thinking of Terry Fox, someone who had like a leg cancer, But I'm
Leg
pretty sure.
cancer?
Yeah, Terry Fox, famous Canadian runner. He was running around Canada for because he had his leg cut off due to cancer, and he wanted to run around Canada to fund for treatment, and now that's why in every November we run around.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you damn Canadians, I tell you.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
Canadians are
Expensive.
really strange people. I tell you what.
I'm sorry, I hate to say this to you, Mr. Canadian, but you're just an
Alice, do you want to
expensive.
tell us about the last 74? That
Oh,
one looks interesting.
Also,
Oh,
What-
which
what-
one's the last 73?
74.
one moment.
Oh, 74? Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
We
have-
Hold on a second.
we have
Bob wants to say something.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I found something interesting.
What?
Tommy Chambers bought his bike because he saw his friends turning to drinking, and he thought he didn't want to drink, so he bought a cheap bike and joined the Kidding Park Cycling Club.
Oh, that's cool.
Jeez.
That's how he
that's
started cycling in 1922.
That's an interesting motivation
Damn.
right now. Like right
Dude,
there.
that's good.
Yeah. Instead of going
Yeah,
to the
the more
bottle,
you
you
know.
went to the cycle. So, or the wine.
Well, but I am going to do that blue highlighted Tracy. Cyclone Tracy virtually destroys Darwin, Australia.
Dang.
So a hurricane basically, like, because like on the Pacific side they call them cyclones.
Right.
Yeah.
But like when I heard Cyclone Tracy, but I looked at the years, like this is wrong. I thought they were talking about the historic F5 tornado that ripped through a town in Minnesota. It was also the first ever documented tornado. But I'm like, well, it's Christmas, and I don't think it happened on Christmas. So
I don't know. Alice, you want to take the next 74? That's interesting.
the next 74, the one right after that one, the black one.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got in 1974, Marshall Fields drives a vehicle through the gates of the White House, resulting in a 4-hour standoff. What? Why is that not highlighted?
I don't know. That's wild.
Dude, so somebody stormed the fucking White House,
Yeah.
and there's a 4-hour standoff? Who's Marshall Fields, though?
I don't know.
Do you want to look it up real quick and see what he looks
Sure.
like? Or
Yeah,
she looks like? You know,
unfortunately-
Marshall could be a female name.
Marshall
Unfortunately,
Fields.
you find this company all the time.
Because I was actually going to do the 76 one right here, and the Egyptian SS Patria sinks in the Red Sea, and about 100 people were killed on that.
Dang.
So, yeah, that was the one I was really going to do, but like I was fine with reading those, but I just did a fourth one. So, who is this Marshall Fields guy? It's not the the fabric and like retail designer company, right?
Marshall Fields,
Yep.
1974. Let's see here.
I haven't here by the New
And just right 4 hours stand up. Oh damn.
I'm trying
So
to.
No, I saw a picture of the White House right there with a helicopter right there.
Yeah, that was when somebody like. What is that? Oh yeah, so that has to be police response.
Marshall H. Fields is 25 years old, the son of an
Damn.
American official.
1974, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Private planes on Washington, eh?
I know that was a Huey.
Is that
So-
Spike?
That is Spike.
Is Spike in? Spike in the house?
yeah. So President Ford and his family were out of town, and the building was empty except for the staff.
Ah. Well, yeah.
Oh damn.
I mean, it is Christmas Day, so that would make sense.
So Marshall H. Fields was dressed like an Arab and
Damn,
seemingly
that's no bad.
explosives. He crashed his car through the White House gate at 7:07 a.m. and then stood for 4 hours.
Dang. So he
What
just stood there.
the hell? Is that?
That's wild. But yeah, no, I see we've been joined
That's
by
fucking
Spike.
crazy.
I think that's one of the reasons they put the barriers, right?
Yeah. So he was a college dropout and former taxi driver and had made a threat against government officials, but the threat was not against the president.
That's wild.
What the?
I see we have
Yeah.
been joined by Spike Raver Die and ISO UFO. Welcome to the show,
Well-
guys.
Hey
And we-
boys.
We will
Merry
put
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Or Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Never did.
we will put the New York
Feliz
Times
Navidad.
in the underbar.
Anyway, Alice, let's go back to you here, 1977.
Oh, dude, 1977, we have the Israeli Prime Minister, Menachem Begin. Yeah, Menachem. 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 Well, I'll go with Menachem. Hey, cat, get your foot off my fucking phone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mana.
So, yeah, Prime Minister Menachem Begin meets
Mana.
President Anwar Sadat in Egypt today. So they met up together. So you have Israel and Egyptian prime ministers meeting. What were they meeting about? I don't remember.
What?
That
It was a
wasn't
huge meeting. First meeting between what is it? The Jewish and
Muslims?
the Arabs. Yeah,
Yeah.
two countries meeting together.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a huge moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, also, like, people forget that, like, a couple of years ago,
He signed
Donald
a
Trump signed a peace treaty between the Muslims and the Jews. So
yeah, that was in '79.
Well,
yeah, that wasn't in
Abraham
79. That
Accord.
was more like
Years ago.
2019. Well, no, that was 2020 or 2019. It was right
Abraham
before he went
Accord.
out of office.
Yep, the Abraham
So.
Accord.
Yeah. Well, anywho, is where are we at now? So we have 1982. We have Mudassir Nazar scores 119 in Pakistan's second innings, 452 before Imran Khan. He takes 6 Indian wickets in the second test in Karachi. He finished with 8 over 60 on the final day. Oh, so this must be cricket, since I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one knows what the hell you're talking about. It's cricket.
It's cricket.
Yeah, and
It's just like the Jaquaz. I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
and
I'm
Imran
kidding. I love you, France.
Imran Khan also became the prime minister of Pakistan later. So
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's
he did.
That's what you do if your career in cricket goes out. You become prime minister. Very sad for him.
Mm.
Maybe you can read the one above and below also.
No, I was gonna do the one right below, right before the Balan. Yeah, we have the first telecast of a Christmas parade at the EPOC, which is EPOCOT Center in Disney World, Florida. So,
Epcot, Alice. There's no A in there.
oh, Epcot, yeah. Oh, the Epcot Center. Shit. I forgot.
What are you talking about?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't read the
Give me
past.
no slack, Alice.
No,
Ah,
absolutely not.
Alright.
But Alice, can you read this 1979 here? That's pretty significant.
1979. So I gotta go back up.
yeah, that's what I
The
meant.
Soviet forces invade Afghanistan to prop up the communist government, beginning a disastrous and failed 10-year war.
Yeah. And that's
Why
that's
is
when
that
we,
not
They
highlighted?
left and we got sucked in.
You know, that's when we got in and we created Al Qaeda to
Yeah.
fight them. It was all a proxy war. You know, during the Cold War.
Yeah. And then Al Qaeda came back to
Yeah.
Bite us
in the butt.
Apart-
That'll take us
Left
up into
behind and begin-
1984. We have a Ballon d'Or. Juventus French midfielder Michel Platini was named Europe's best football player for the second consecutive time. Defeated Bordeaux midfielder Jean Tigana and Verona striker Previn Elkjar. All right.
Well, there you go.
And then let's see here, 1989, we have the coldest temperature ever recorded. A Japanese scientist achieved negative 271.8 degrees Celsius. That is cold.
Yeah.
That is very cold.
What is that in transference from Celsius to Fahrenheit, though?
Let's see here, 271.8 Celsius to Fahrenheit. So let's see here. Negative 457.24 degrees. That's chilly.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah, put on your gloves, you know?
We're dude, negative 457 degrees?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's not natural. It was a Japanese scientist achieved it. So this is man-made.
Obviously, it's
Oh no! So
temperature
he
ever recorded.
synthesized it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
okay. So he synthesized it.
that's almost as cold as Siberia.
So almost cold as Minnesota.
That's almost as cold as some of my exes. So.
Hi-yo. Oh shit, dude! You've got 1989 execution in history, dude.
I do not. I have a music history in 1989. Leonard Bernstein.
Well, the one after it.
Conducted Beethoven Symphony No. 9 in East Berlin's. Blob, can you read that for me?
Schauspielhaus.
Thank you. To celebrate the fall of the Berlin Wall, this was broadcasted worldwide to an audience of 100 million people. Good lord. Yeah, that is awesome.
You could have asked me. I could have said that too. But no, here's your next one.
I doubt that.
No, I can.
What?
Dude, I can speak some German, you bastard.
Alright, then
essentially that word means playhouse, acting house, drama house, theater house.
Du hast mich,
Oh god, he's really gonna go with fucking Rammstein there.
Please don't do drugs.
Anyway,
What?
Mr. Blob, you have this execution Alice wanted me to read. Go for it.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I think this morning. In 1989, the show trial of Romanian communist dictator Nicolae Ceausescu and his wife Elena on charges of genocide and personal enrichment of $1 billion, by the way. The couple are found guilty and executed by firing squad the same day.
Wow.
Nikolai. Okay, Nikolai.
Alright.
Yeah, and the thing is, they never found any of that supposed $1 billion that they were accused of having abroad.
They never
So
found
just
So
the
entire trial was essentially very illegal, and but what they did also was they committed horrible crimes, killing over 60,000 people during their time in the
in office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other sources put the death toll between 689 and 1,200. And essentially, we will put the article about the trial in the underbar.
Yeah, no, that would be a good idea because that's actually really interesting.
Yes.
There's a lot to read here, and also there's a lot of backgrounds about both people or everyone involved that would be too much for this show. In 1990, we have The Godfather Part 3, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and starring Al Pacino, Diane Keaton, and Andy Garcia premieres.
I did not know there was a third part. I thought it was only two.
Well, that's what everyone thinks. But apparently someone named something The Godfather Part 3 that...
Yeah?
Let me look this up. I think this might have been a mix-up. No, there is a Godfather Part 3, huh?
Yeah?
And there's
Oh, I thought you were joking because everyone thinks...
Our life is a lie, man!
No, I'm not. I seriously thought there was only two parts. I did not know there was a third part.
No. Okay.
Huh.
it gets epic.
No.
And
Who
sad.
did this to me? Let's watch it now.
Yeah, no. We'll watch it later.
But like later now, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Like after you're now.
In
Mr.
19
Spike, do you want to take a couple?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'll take a couple. I mean, yeah.
1990.
Historic event.
Okay.
Historic event, 1991. Mikhail Gorbachev formally resigns as president of USSR in televised speech. USSR, man. That's when they were together.
Wow, so he formally resigned on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Spike, if you want, you can take another two if you want. Like, we go 3 by 3. Although, you're still muted.
Whoa, 3 by 3, and you guys don't. Whoa, yeah, they're doing it. 1995. Oh, hell yeah! Pick this up with fire, man. The Dallas Cowboys running back Emmitt Smith scores NFL record 25th touchdown. That's right. Of the season in a 30 to win against the Arizona Cardinals, the Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Cowboys.
You're breaking in and out there. So like every other word we couldn't really hear there, unfortunately. Are you on the move again, Spike?
It's these damn planes, man. They keep messing with my signal.
Ah. All right. Anyway,
Well, yeah, go for it.
yeah, Alice, do you want to tell us, it's 97 here? That's interesting right there.
Well, I think I can accommodate this 1997 here. The first one you said?
Yeah,
Okay,
the first 97.
Yep, so
Definitely.
1997, for the first time in U.S. movie box office receipts, passed $6 billion.
Holy. Wow. So,
What the fudge? Oh, and we have a television finale today in 97, the same day. Jerry Seinfeld announces the final season of his TV show Seinfeld will air the following year.
Huh.
So,
Festivus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yep. And then
Carry
we have in 2008, I'm going to move up from there. Hang on a second, let me see here. Ooh, no, I'm going to 2004 here. The Cassini orbiter releases Huygens probe, which successfully landed on Saturn's moon Titan on January 14th, 2005.
Huh.
So a year later, but today
Titan, underway.
the orbiter released it, and then it landed. So.
Actually, no, it's not. It's not even a full year. Like it released it in 2000.
Oh no! It released it, and then 2 weeks later. Yeah, yeah, you're right. God, I keep forgetting we're so close to the end of the year that my brain just like. Bleh.
Well, your brain's always bleh. But that's
Shut
neither here
up.
nor there.
Yeah.
But no, now it's your turn, Xander, with a 2008 NBA record.
2008, Phil Jackson became the sixth coach in NBA history to win 1,000 games as his LA Lakers beat the Boston Celtics 92-83 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Back then, I think I was a Lakers fan. You certainly were back
Oh,
then.
yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Hey! The Lakers were originally a Minnesota team, so
Yes.
in effect, you are a Minnesota fan.
No, I am not a Lakers fan anymore. I haven't been for a long time.
That's why they're called
Yeah,
the
well,
Lakers.
they originally came from Minnesota. It's not my fault what California did to your team.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or
in
Dion.
2009, Chinese human rights activist Liu Xiaobo was sentenced to 11 years in prison in Beijing, China, for, quote, inciting subversion of state power, end quote. I remember this guy.
Oh, damn! Yeah, and actually, he should technically be released by now.
Well, they're not going to do that because, he's against the party. So
China.
I'm surprised he hasn't been killed. Actually, he might have been. Let's see.
Ooh.
He died
Xander,
of
you got a
cancer in
blue one.
2017 at the age of 61. So,
Oh, damn.
of course, he's not
Yeah.
So he
gonna
didn't even
release,
make
he's
it?
dead. So,
You've got a 2012 one right here in blue.
2012, 27 people were killed after an Antonov AN-72 plane crashed near Shymkent in Kazakhstan. Huh,
I just wanted.
damn.
Yeah. Well, that's so yeah. That's a Russian plane right there, right?
I believe so. Let me check this out. See what this plane looks like here.
An Antonov. I think it's a big bitch.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah, it's a big boy.
That's a weird place to have engines. Up there. Huh.
But it's an Antonov.
Interesting.
What do you expect? Russians.
That is a big plane. Look at that thing. It's huge. Dang. Anyway, Mr. Blau,
Yeah, I knew
you
the
get,
thing
you
that-
get a really good movie here.
Yeah, but first I want to do two others. In 2003, so 1 year before the Cassini orbiter thing, the ill-fated Beagle 2 probe, which was released from the Mars Express spacecraft on December 19, disappears shortly before its scheduled landing.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
I wonder
so
if
that
it
was.
got abducted by aliens.
I hope not, because then they would still legally be obliged to give it back.
Huh.
And in 2009, Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalab unsuccessfully attempts a terrorist attack against the United States while on board Northwest Airlines Flight 253.
Huh.
He was He was later convicted of 8 federal criminal counts, including attempted use of a weapon of mass destruction and attempted murder of 289 people.
Well, if memory serves me correctly, oh wait, no, Northwest Airlines had just been bought out by Delta Airlines, so.
Back then?
Yeah, back into the, yeah, my mom used to work for Northwest Airlines. It's Northwest Airlines, I think, originally started in Minnesota. And so, and then Delta Airlines bought them out in the early 2000, well, not early, like within the 2000, between 2000 and 2010 they did.
Okay.
Because my mom got, like, totally screwed out and stuff, but that's neither here nor there.
Anyway, he was also known as the Underwear Bomber or Christmas Bomber. He was born on...
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
Is that dude?
He was born on December 22nd, 1986, so that was a very bad Christmas present he tried to make to himself.
Really bad Christmas present, yeah.
You don't say.
Who knows? And he was sentenced to 4 lifetimes plus 50 years without parole. Good. So enjoy your next 3 lives in prison also.
Yeah,
In
enjoy.
2013, The Wolf of Wall Street, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill, is released.
Based off of actual real-life guy, real-life events. What was his name again?
I can't remember the guy's name. But no, he was a Ponzi schemer.
Lutz?
No. The character Leonardo DiCaprio played. What was his actual name?
He was a Ponzi schemer.
Jordan Belfort?
Yes, Jordan Belfort, thank you. It was based off of the exploits of Jordan Belfort. So, whereas the movie might be Hollywooded, it is based off of real events, and that's the major thing a lot of people don't realize with movies. Like a lot of movies, they say based off of true events. That doesn't mean that they're going to portray the actual events, accurately. They're making events revolving around the actual events. Yeah. So. There is Hollywood in there, to make a movie. They're making something,
Artistic liberty.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Also, like in 2020, it's in blue, but it's the Nashville. You remember that bombing where all of a sudden that place blew up? That comes up. I say forgo Angelina Jolie. Who gives a fuck about her? But
all right.
The one in 2020, that one should be.
Well, it's your turn, so if you want to skip her, go for it.
Well, I'm gonna skip her. I'm actually gonna do 2. I'm gonna do the 2016 and 2020, and then maybe 2021. So, we have in 2016, Russian military defense plane crashes into the Black Sea after takeoff from Sochi airport, killing all 92 on board.
Wasn't that the Alexandrov ensemble death?
I think so, but I could be wrong. I remember hearing about this, but like, I don't know too much about it. But then in 2020, we have an RV detonates in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, causing damage to people and property prior to detonating. Recorded message playing from the speakers warned everyone in earshot to evacuate prior to the explosion. I remember that happening too. Yep, this was on Christmas. Yeah, this was on Christmas 2 years ago in Nashville. Like, holy buck.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't remember it being on Christmas, but obviously it was. But I remember, an RV blowing up, and I remember there was like we had like a slew of like random explosions for a little bit, and this was one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this was one of them. This was like the most damaging one, I think. But yeah, I remember it waking up on Christmas.
They're trying to blow up computers from the election.
Yes.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something like that. Well, or that's what the FBI wants us to think.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the FBI doing it itself. Who knows? Yeah, good one, Dad.
Yeah. But Alice, take this 2021 here. That's interesting right there.
I am going to. Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. So NASA's James Webb Telescope is launched in joint effort of ESA, which is the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency on an effort arraigned 5 rockets from Europe's spaceport in French Guiana, South America.
Huh,
so we launched James Webb down in South America?
Yeah,
I guess maybe it might be a good...
This is why we are a global society. We have launching
Along with
launching
NASA.
the National Aeronautic and Space Administration, a U.S. James Webb Telescope in South America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
we're,
well,
all,
that's-
we are all together. We are all on this planet together, you know?
Yeah.
We are. And, you know, the James Webb was supposed to be launched to replace the Hubble, essentially.
Yes.
And it has like, a whole lot new kit and caboodles and awesome things you can do with it. So
And
it has
the
range.
the Ariane rocket, the rocket that Blob spoke about yesterday, you know, that is a European Space Agency rocket delivery system.
I like.
So, yeah.
Well, that's nifty as shit.
Yep. Anyway, before we move on to the person does audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Or is there anything that you wish we had elaborated more about? Although we're approaching our second hour, so I don't know how much more elaboration we can possibly have gotten. Anything you would have liked to say had you been on the show? Start a dialogue in the comments section. Anyway, I think we're going to be losing Loon here.
Yep, I'm out of here.
I don't
Merry
think
Christmas,
I don't think
everybody.
you should though.
Merry
Because today
Christmas,
is your
Dad.
father-in-law's birthday, and we're going to be mentioning that.
How the hell did it get to 2 hours? What the?
Tammy.
That's gotta be a record.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love you.
Hey, love you too.
I'm going to do another split
Hey.
here.
Birthday. Guess who was born today? Like
We'll
I'm
figure that
not
out
gonna
here.
do the first one. Well, okay.
Jesus
well,
Christ.
Well, yeah,
But we have.
well, we celebrate his birth, but today is the day we celebrate Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He was born today in the year 0, according to various religious texts and whatnot. So, as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman once said in Full Metal Jacket, "Happy birthday, dear Jesus." But anyway, we also have in 1250 we have John IV Lascaris, was a Byzantine emperor, and he died circa 1305. So I don't know what circa means in this context, but okay.
Where become an emperor?
Yeah.
Yo, the next the highlighted one you're gonna love.
It means that it's not
will.
true.
And it is Blob's turn. He gets to talk about this guy. Awesome.
Yes.
Come on, Bob.
We have Sir Isaac Newton, English physicist, mathematician, and astronomer, who died in 1727 and was born in 1642. He was, of course, the guy who found gravity and laws of motion. He was born in Woolsthorpe by Colsterworth in England.
Now, remember, before he discovered gravity, before the apple fell on his head, people could fly. So you can thank this guy for us all never being Superman. Damn you, Newton!
Yeah, so he was born on the 25th of December 1642.
Yep.
I thought you two were neck.
He came from the heavens to bring us gravity, so we don't have to fly anymore.
As long as we got our gravity.
He was very based.
And then the brothers Wright disagreed with him, and they still try to fly.
Yeah.
Got ostracized for his thoughts, didn't
We
he?
have another one here in the year 1717.
Yes, we have on the 25th of December 1717, Pope Pius II, the 6th, sorry. Pope Pius VI, he was born in 1717, Italian Pope from 1775 to his death in 1799. He was born in Cesena, Emilia-Romagna, Papal States. So that's the Vatican City for you.
All right.
Oh, the Vatican.
Yes.
Mr. Spike, if you want, you can take this one in 1821.
1821. American and the American Red Cross was born in Oxford, Wales, Oxford, Massachusetts.
What was her name?
Massachusetts. Clara Barton.
Huh. She was the founder of the American Red Cross. Wow.
Dang. Look at that lady.
Very fitting for her to be born on December 25th to found something like that. That's really cool. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. You got one more, Spike, if you want.
Why are you giving me all the harder ones, man? Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was born Pakistan, who led the All India Muslim League 1913 to 1940 until he achieved his dream of
Yo, Spike, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're really lagging hard, man. We can't even hear what you're saying. So, if you don't mind, we're gonna skip over you. Alice, can you take this one, please?
Yeah, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He was born in 1876, died in 1948. He was the founder of Pakistan, who led the All India Muslim League from 1913 and 1947 until he achieved his dream of Pakistan and became the first governor general. From 1948, he was born in Karachi, Bombay, I'm sorry. And his presidency was British India.
Yeah, born in Karachi, Bombay Presidency, British India.
Yep.
So the actual area is called the presidency for some reason. So
yeah. So what?
You have a very great person next.
I see.
Go ahead.
We have Humphrey Bogart, born on this date in 1899. He was a U.S. actor in Casablanca. Here's looking at you, kid. Born in New York City, New York, dying in 1957. That's another movie I have yet to see. Casablanca.
Dude, Casablanca, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Guilford, what's her name? Hildred something. Or Ingram. Oh, Ingram Bergman. Yeah, I'm sorry. Ingram Bergman. I'm sorry.
And in The Big Sleep later, he started with Lauren Bacall.
Yeah.
We had just like Bowie and Bacall.
Happy birthday,
we also have Cab Calloway in 1907, a U.S. singer, band leader, Minnie the Moocher in the Jump and Jive. He was also a writer, a radio host, and an actor in the Blues Brothers, born in Rochester, New York, dying in 1994. So he was in the Blues Brothers, huh?
Yep.
Let's see here. Cab Calloway, Blues Brothers. Let's see.
Yeah, he's probably because the Blues Brothers down in the movies. So he's an older gentleman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good movie, The Blues
Brothers. Yeah, he was actually part of the Blues Brothers. Like, you know, the band in the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, damn. You have 1909 here. We have Louis van Lint. He's a Belgian painter. Post-war abstraction, 1909.
Oh.
He was born in Brussels, Belgium. He died in 1986, though. But yeah, he was a painter.
Dang.
But yeah, the post-war abstraction, abstraction.
So abstract
What's
art.
that painting look like? Yeah. So let's see his painting though, if we can real quick.
Let's see here, Louis van Lint paintings. Let's see here. Huh.
Oh.
Okay. That's a mess, but okay.
Interesting artwork.
I wouldn't buy any of these, but yeah.
Dude, did I see one with legs in it, but like instead of it being that one flag where it's the 3 legs?
Oh, you're talking about the Isle of Man?
Yeah, the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
No, his paintings are interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say they're put up, but they're not anything I would buy either, so.
Yeah. Mr. Blob.
Yes, and we also talked about this guy. He was meeting with Menachem Begin, and it is Anwar al-Sadat, the 3rd president of Egypt. He was born in 1918 and died in 1981 by an assassination because of his peace treaty with Israel. He was the 3rd president of Egypt from 1970 to 81 and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1978 together with Menachem Begin. He was born in Monufia, Egypt.
Oh.
Damn. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well,
this one's all you.
I don't know if...
Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yeah, I think it's Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yes.
There's a badge in his name.
There's a badge in his name.
Like that. In 1924, he was Indian politician, the 10th Prime Minister of India in 1996, and also in 1998 to 2004. He was born in Gwalior in India, and he died in 2018.
Ah.
Oh, so
Ooh,
And
Alice, you're gonna enjoy this one.
His rule as
Caroline?
minister was shadowed by a lot of crises.
What? He died? I thought he was still alive.
He is. We're in verse,
Oh, no,
Alice.
For example, the
I
1999 Kargil War in Kashmir and so on.
Ah,
Where is Jimmy Buffett?
1946.
Oh yeah, he's only 2 years older than my parents.
Huh.
Okay, give me a second here.
All right.
I'm getting there. Happy birthday to Mr. Jimmy Buffett. Born in 1946, he's an American country rock singer songwriter. Margaritaville, he's mostly known for. He's also a restaurant entrepreneur at the Margaritaville Cafe. He was born in Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile. All right.
Alabama?
Why did you have an entire city after yourself?
Ooh!
What? Hold on. What did you say? What'd you say, Blob?
Why do you have an entire city named after your cell phone?
Huh. I don't know. Maybe that's where
funny.
cell phones were invented. I don't know.
Also today in history on Christmas, we have Barbara Mandrell. Today she's 74. She's an American country singer as well, and TV host. The Mandrell sisters, born in Houston, Texas.
All right. And
All right,
I don't know
all
why,
right.
but it feels like her picture is staring directly into my soul through the internet, and I'm getting uncomfortable. So I'm gonna scroll on
She
up
kind
here.
of looks like a less plastic surgery Dolly Parton.
She has the intensity of Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation.
That
So.
fair, yeah. But she's got like a golden blonde hair color here,
Yep.
with a hint of strawberry.
Anyway, 1949, we have Nawaz Sharif, was a Pakistani politician and prime minister from 1990 through 93, 1997 through 99, and 2013 through 17. Born in Lahore, Pakistan, he's 73 years old today. I almost said degrees. That'd be weird. 73 degrees today. Okay.
4.
And then we have Sissy Spacek, 1949, as well, a U.S. actress, Carrie Badlands coal miner's daughter, born in Quitman, Texas. Huh.
Oh, she is.
All right. Ooh.
Yeah, in 1954 we have one of the alleged birthdays of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the Mexican drug lord and escape artist. He was born in La Tuna, Sinaloa, Mexico.
It's El Chapo's birthday? Damn.
We don't know.
Either
Oh,
today.
by the way, the actress above, she played Carrie in the movie Carrie.
Yo, Alice, Blob was still talking.
Oh, sorry.
So he was born either today in 1954 or on the April 4th of 1957.
So we don't know his exact birthday. So this is one of the two possible birthdays that he has.
Yes. And
Oh, like that.
he escapes from many prisons, so...
Yep. And isn't he now in
and
the
he-
U.S. custody? Because, that's the one thing he feared was being extradited to the U.S.
I think so, yes.
So,
Dog the Bounty Hunter caught him, but he also got in trouble for doing it.
Also, his wife was sentenced to 3 years in the U.S. for helping run her husband's drug cartel and aid his escape from prison in 2021. She was...
They escaped from prison again?
No, she was sentenced in 2021.
Bro.
And he was sentenced to life plus 30 years in New York in 2019.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's recent.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We hope he doesn't escape again.
I don't think he will. So,
And in 1958, we have Ricky Henderson. It's his 64th birthday. American Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder, 10 times Major League Baseball All-Star, World Series 1989, 1993, AL MVP 1990, MLB stolen bases record of 1,406, Oakland A's, and New York Yankees. He was born in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh wow! So he stole 1,400 bases, well, 1,406, but still, that's a lot of stolen bases. I wonder where he keeps them. You know, like, does he have like some shack in his backyard just full of bases?
In his basement, underneath the staircase.
Yeah.
Oh, last time I checked, they were on this Beagle 2 thing that flew to Mars, and that was never seen again. Alice, you wanted to say something?
No, I was just making a joke about where the bases were hidden.
Oh no, I mean earlier when we talked about El Chapo.
Oh. No, I was saying Dog the Bounty Hunter, I think he went down and illegally captured him in Mexico or something.
Well,
my God.
I think they should have let him off or not gotten him into trouble anyway, because he's catching a criminal. Like, what's the problem here? You know?
In 1961, we had...
He was the one that committed all of those. That's why they found out a hard time to get all the evidence.
I'm your huckleberry.
Will we have a 1961? Oh!
I lied.
Jesus.
I think she's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeffrey Epstein's
go for it,
partner in
Alice. It's your
crime.
turn.
Well, we have 1961. We have Ghislaine Maxwell, partner in crime to Jeffrey Epstein, British socialite and convicted sex offender, born in Masons Lafayette, France. She's a Jacquois.
Of course.
And she
I knew by the name.
She also did not kill herself, just like Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Well, kill himself. Well, isn't she still technically alive right now?
Yeah. She's not dead. It doesn't say that she died.
I'm not dead.
I just read that she didn't kill herself.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I did not kill myself. Yep.
True.
Yeah.
Why is that not highlighted, though? That's a big name.
Shit snacks. And I got one more here. We have 1971. Happy birthday, Dido. She's an English pop singer. No Angel in the song Stand, but it's actually a song that she had originally done. And then he just took her chorus part, and this is Stand. My tears gone cold, I'm wondering why. Alone.
Oh, that's her song? That's a great song. I love that song.
Oh, fuck you. You can have this one.
It's my turn. I was hoping that you would have this one.
Fine. I'll do it just because I know.
Yeah, we have Castro here. Castro's son.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Justin Trudeau. Happy birthday, the Canadian Prime Minister, the 23rd Prime Minister of Canada, born in Ottawa, Ontario. Are you sure? You sure you weren't born in Cuba?
No, he was born in Canada, but as we've mentioned before, his mother was known to be notoriously loose. And around 9 months before he was born, she was in Cuba visiting Castro. So you do the math.
No, I'm gonna do the math.
Plus, he looks like the spitting image of a younger Fidel Castro, and he looks nothing like Pierre Trudeau. So
he just doesn't keep facial hair, so people don't mistake him because if he grew the beard. Oh no, he has a beard now, I think. Yeah.
So let's say
happy birthday, Trudeau. I guess. Thanks
for
fucking
the
Canadian.
birthday now. Here we go.
Yeah. That's.
That's totally Spanish looking.
So essentially, she was in Cuba and Castro was in her.
Close. Castro, yes.
Yes. Anyway, I'm going to move on up into 1999. We have Adut Akek. Wow, look at that hair. She is a South Sudanese Australian model born in Sudan. Wow, look at that hair. That's Texas hair right there. So
she's gorgeous though. No, she is gorgeous though.
Yeah.
No, you can tell. I can see the glue line on that hair, on her head. You can see the glue line.
Oh, so that's fake. Okay.
So whoever was doing the runway thing should be fired for making her hair look so
fake.
So fake, yeah.
We hope it's
She's
fake.
pretty otherwise though. Just don't like the hair.
Anyway, we're going to move on into deaths, and we're going to start us off here in 795. We have Adrian I, was an Italian pope from 772 through 95. Died at the age of 95. So, Huh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Well,
You know,
that's-
his death age is the same as the date, 95. Huh.
Yeah. And he lived at 795. Living 95 years old is pretty accomplishing at that year. At that
Yes,
time.
that's an accomplishment today. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Holy sh! Oh, here you go. Look at you. You got here in 1567.
It's actually now Blob's turn. So I took my two. I had one in birth and one in death. So
Oh, I suppose.
In
Fair.
the we have from 1567 to 1635 Samuel de Champlain. He was French explorer of Lake Champlain and founder of Quebec City. He died of a stroke at 61 on Christmas 1635.
dang,
Oh, Christmas deaths. Yeah.
Christmas deaths. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
no!
Highlighted. In 1676, we have William Cavendish, the first Duke of Newcastle, England English aristocrat and royalist general in the English Civil War. He died at 83.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Huh. All right. Alice, you get
We
to
have
tell
in
us
17.
bad news.
Oh, no, I'm gonna say 1765. I'm gonna look at here.
All right.
Antonio Tonelli. He was an Italian cellist and composer. Died at the age of 79.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like my, you and me and my music, but I can move on up. What we have? Oh my God. We don't have really any highlights here, so let's go. So
Yeah,
we're gonna go.
Pretty big
there
time jump
to-
here.
I'm gonna time jump up to I'm gonna go up to another composer. 1904, we have Wilhelm Svedum. He was a Swedish composer, died at the age of 61.
Huh. All right.
A lot of composers died today.
Yeah, well, I'm about to read a name that I did not know he died on this date, but this is new to me. Charlie Chaplin died December 25th, 1977. He was a British actor and a comedian, Modern Times and The Kid, as well as The Dictator, and he was the Tramp. Like he always walked with his feet angled like that or whatever. He died in Switzerland at the age of 88. He was born in 1889. So. And didn't we recently talk about this guy? He got his big break earlier in December, or something.
Yeah, he
right,
had
Bob?
he had a movie he came out with.
Yeah.
I can't remember who he was with. Oh shit! Got another one here too.
Billy Martin died on this date in 1989. He was a U.S. baseball second baseman, Major League Baseball All-Star, 1956, World Series of 1951, 52, 53, and 56 for the New York Yankees, as well as a manager, World Series of 1977 in New York Yankees as well. Killed in a car accident at the age of 61. But he was a really big name. I've seen that picture a lot, so he was a... Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a resume right there, too,
Yes.
Here's the dictator of Romania again.
And before I forget, again, remind me before we close out the show, I have a special birth I need to talk about today. So.
Yes, you do.
But anyway, right back to Mr. Blob here. Good job, Blob.
Yes, we have again Nikolai and also his wife Emily, of course. Nicolae Ceausescu. He was born in 1918, died in 1989. Communist dictator of Romania from 1967 to 1989. Executed by firing squad at the age of 71.
Yep. He looks young in that picture, too.
Yeah, that's a really good 7-year picture for 71 years old.
Yeah.
And as we said before, the link to the trial is in the underbar.
Yep.
Oh damn, dude! 1991. There's one here. He was an actor. 1991. Tom Newman. It was known in Cape Fear from 1962 and Tales from the Dark Side. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 60 today.
Oh dang.
I watched that, the Tales from the Dark Side. That's a very great anthology show.
Yeah, right. And then also, hang on, we have also today,
Well,
Dean
Alice,
Martin
why
died.
don't you let Blob read it? Just tell him what year.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's 94 or 95. Yeah, 95.
Okay, well, we'll
It's in
get to
black.
there. We have one highlighted at 95.
Oh, sorry.
So go for it, Blob.
I'll take another one in 94. It is Sail Singh, Indian politician, 7th president of India from 1982 to 87. He died of injury from a motor accident at 78 this day in
A
1994.
motor accident. Hold on. Like, is that a car accident, or did like a motor just kill him or something? Like, did he die in a shop? Like, what is a motor accident?
Why
Well-
isn't that highlighted either? Like, that's a president of another country. That should be important.
Well, there's been a lot of presidents. There's a lot of countries. We get highlighted every single one of them. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fair.
so he was severely injured in a road accident when his car collided with a truck at Kiratpur Sahib in the Ropa district of Punjab on 29th of November 1994. He was admitted to
Hospital.
I guess that's a hospital in Chandigarh, and he died on 25th of December because
Complications.
of that accident. Yeah.
All right. So
So-
his
so-
accident was in November, and then he was hospitalized until he died. That sucks.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But Alice,
So that-
you get another unfortunate one here.
Yeah,
so-
today on Christmas Day, Dean Martin passed away. Died in 1995. He was an American singer. That's Amore. Everybody Loves Somebody, and Sway, he's most known for. He was also a comedian and actor. Martin and Lewis saw in the Dean Martin Show. He died of throat cancer at the age of 78.
Dang.
Yeah.
No, he lived a good life. Plus, Dean Martin was like the bee's knees, man.
Throat cancer
Like,
for a
he's part of the-
singer is like a massive, slap in the face
Okay.
right there.
Can we
Well,
take
no, he was
the
part of the Rat Pack, with Frank Sinatra.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah. Dean Martin. It was Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and what's that? Jerry Lewis. No, not Jerry. Jerry Lewis is a boxer. I'm sorry. What's it? Sammy Davis Jr. and I think somebody else, another person that was part of the Rat Pack.
Let's see here. Let's see here. We have Dean Martin, Peter Lawford, Frank Sinatra, Joey Bishop, Sammy Davis Jr., and Angie Dickinson.
There we go. Yep, that was the Rat Pack.
Yep.
And then they had the Brat Pack, which the people in like St. Elmo's Fire and Breakfast Club and shit. So.
But Blob was trying to say something. What's up, man?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind, maybe you can do the first one in 1996.
First one, 96?
Yep,
Well,
go for it,
90
Alice.
No, you go ahead and do it.
Okay, we have 1996. Wow. Jean Bennett Ramsey was a Colorado child beauty queen who was murdered at the age of 6. What?
JonBenet Ramsey, you remember her?
No,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
yeah, she was a child beauty pageant. Like, it was a huge deal. Like, she had been missing for a couple days, but they found her in the basement of her parents' home, dead.
Oh, God.
But, like, there's not enough forensic evidence to actually link the parents. And I don't know if the parents actually did it, because there's actually there's a documentary on it, I think on either HBO or Disney or something, talks about that, where, like, I actually don't think that the father had anything to do with it. JonBenet's mother has passed away, I think, but, yeah.
Huh.
A very interesting story.
I
It's
was
one
only
of
like
the-
9 years old. That's awful.
Yeah.
It's one of the major unsolved murder cases in the United States.
Jeez.
Yeah, they still haven't found out who killed her.
Well, I don't
The
know
police
if they ever
department
will at
thinks
this
it's-
point. So,
Yeah, well, the police department thinks, like, the Boulder, Colorado Police Department, I think, believes that it's still the parents that did it. But, like, there's not enough evidence to link them, and, like, what a private investigator did, like,
Yeah.
he's saying there's just too many weird loose ends, and it looked like somebody had finicked with a basement window or something like that. So, yeah.
anyway, we also lost James Brown on this date in 2006. He was a U.S. rhythm and blues, gospel, soul, and funk singer, as well as a singer-songwriter, known as the Godfather of Soul, Sex Machine, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, and Hot Pants. Died of heart failure at the age of 73. I've heard of all these songs. He was a really good artist. And Papa's Got a Brand New Bag.
Yeah, Yeah, the only time you could ever actually understand when he was talking is when if he was singing.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, no, the first
Yeah,
thing
he
that comes
had
to my
to-
mind about the Papa's got a brand new bag, it's like, are they talking about the capital of Iraq? Baghdad? No.
He turd nugget.
I am such a turd nugget. I am
Well
the
played,
turdiest of nuggets, I guess. But anyway, Alice, we kind of skipped over you. Why don't you talk about this guy?
Oh, I'm going to. Rest in peace, George Michael. He was an English singer-songwriter, pop superstar from Wham, if you remember Wham. Wake me up before you go. Yeah.
Please not.
Yeah, and then I Want Your Sex, and then Faith. Oh, I gotta have faith.
Oh,
He died of.
And then, of course, Careless Whisper.
I know, but he died. Yeah. But yeah, George Michael died of suspected heart failure at the age of 53 today.
That's young.
He died in 2016. I remember when I heard that, I was saddened.
Yeah, and don't worry, Alice. Everyone wants your sex.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Well, her boyfriend doesn't.
Oh, shut up! Good God, why would you have to go there?
Why would you let me? Hey, I'm only like broadcasting what you broadcasted to me. You know, I'm just.
Hey, I'm talking here. Talking shit about your boyfriend.
Yep.
It's alright, we still love him.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's either you, Xander, or you know.
Well, I think it's a good time to wrap us up here because we're after our 2-hour mark. But before what's that?
I have 67 more people, but they are in only 4 entries.
Okay.
So in 1998 we have John Pulman, the English snooker player, world champion 1957 to 1968. News of the World Snooker Tournament 1954, 57 and 58. He died after a fall at 75 years old.
Oh man.
He fell.
Then in 2004 we have Gennad Streikalov, Russian cosmonaut on the Soyuz T3, T8, T11 and TM21. He died at 64 years old.
Wow, he's been into space a lot.
Yeah.
Dang.
In 2011 we have Jim Motorhead Sherwood, also known as Euclid James Sherwood, American rock musician, Mothers of Invention. He died at 69. And in 2016 again we have the entire Alexandrov ensemble on that crash on near Sochi.
Oh, damn. Well, fuck. There's some fucking deaths today.
A lot of deaths going on on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. But see, you know, like this is, you know, like the lesson we can take about this is we gotta cherish life. Life is precious. And even on, you know, like what some would consider to be the most holiest of days, Christmas, you know, people die, you know, and you know, you just gotta love what you got, you know, right in front of you, and just keep on going, you know. So.
Well, also, like, think about it this way, like, especially with people with older parents and like grandparents. Don't think of it as like how many more years you have left with them. How many more visits do you have left with them?
Yeah.
And
cherish
like
everything.
you know, cherish every moment. Like seriously.
And speaking of
like,
things I cherish, my birth mother was born on this date. Actually, I don't know the exact year, and I'm not gonna say it because like she'd probably be embarrassed. But happy birthday to my birth mother. You know, the worst day to have a birthday. You know, but they actually did it smart. They celebrated Christmas in the morning and then birthday in the afternoon. So you know that's really cool.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah, that's cool indeed. Happy birthday, Mama.
Yep. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including everything, but not limited to, the Omni Coalition. For your dose of passive events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central.
And 1 p.m. Eastern.
And
7 p.m. German time.
Yep. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
I am Who Is Alex.
I'm Protoblob, alias also known now as Good Job Blob.
Yes.
Good job, Blob.
And
That's right.
earlier we had, of course, the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Golden Loon. We also had Spike, Rave or Die. In the live studio audience right now, we have ISO UFO. We also had a couple of other people who I can't remember. Oh, no, we had Jay Swanson that was in here for a while as well. And B. I almost forgot about B, him with his Nerf gun. So, anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in a shoot the shit, whatever, goes talk show, The Kicked Peanut, formerly known as the Sunday Jabberwocky, we are doing that in a few hours at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Anyway, until you catch us whenever, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs.
And Merry Christmas!
And a Happy New Year!
Merry Blobsmas.
Merry Blobsmas.
Blobby Merrymas.
That was a longer show than I was expecting.